You are not you. You're me. No shit.
Hightailed it out of there.
Are you crazy? Don't go between them! Go between them! Are you crazy?
Welcome to my home.
Just.
Some men just want to watch the world burn.
Bring me everyone. What do you mean, everyone?
Hello. Hello, hello, hello. Can you hear me now? It's showing up on my end that it's working. Okay, yeah. So that's happened before where I've had the microphone not plugged in and like people let me go for like 20 minutes before they were like, "Hey, there's no sound." So anyway, so I played those clips earlier and those were just the new clips that we have. So obviously, it's like super chats and new memberships and I don't know what the dancing girls will be used for, but we do have that. But yes. No volume. Thank you for calling it out. Gotcha. Yeah, because this is plugged in the microphone because I have a Mac and there's only one connection, so I have to have these speakers plugged in, which I don't like because they're kind of bassy, and so when I'm editing my video, my voice is not my voice. It's very bassy. It's not right, and so I unplug it when I edit my videos, and I almost always remember to plug it back in for the show because that's the only time I really ever use it. And I forgot this morning. Thank you. Let's see. Yeah, so yeah, as far as the dancing girls go, you guys can figure out what to do with the dancing girls, but all the other ones have something. So, and I already told you, but you couldn't hear me because my mic wasn't plugged in. As long as it wasn't you. Nah, it was everybody apparently. He opens his mouth, but the words won't come out. Very true. Very true. Uh, I'm not even getting the clip audio. Are you getting it now? Yeah, I got that my mic was off. Let's see, what do we got? Let's skip. Flashback to old school rabbit ears on the TV. Yes. Yes, there it is. Now that audio is working, the real chats can begin. And good morning, Video Pro. Good morning, brother. Man, I almost pulled the trigger on this. And every time you're in the chat, it like brings me back to like what I almost bought. So anyway, so like there was this vinyl sign, a big one, and it had like the eyelet holes in it, so you could like tie it up. And it was an Indiana Jones like VCR tape thing, and like I almost pulled the trigger on it, but oh man, I'm having a hell of a time with this car thing. So we spent a ton of money last week on the car and that didn't fix anything. And now it's got to go to a specialist, and it's going to sit there for like 2 weeks before they're even going to look at it, and it's probably going to be expensive. So I do hate cars, but it's been nice to not have a car payment for like 7 years. But now that the car's having problems, the wife wants a car payment. So I was just like, you know, fix it and spend some money sometime, or spend money every month. Like it's a whole thing. I'd rather just not have a car payment, but it is one of those things. She wants a car now. So yeah, it's been frustrating. But as we dive into what I've been doing, I've been busy. I've had kind of a crappy 2 weeks here between the car and everything else going on. But uh, you guys know, I haven't really been doing the pre-orders anymore, and it has been kind of pleasant. So like, I did not realize I didn't have Con Air. I went to go watch it. I don't have it. Like I might have it packed away on a VHS, and I haven't scanned any of my VHS, so I don't know if I have it, but I thought I did. But also, like, I do remember watching this movie on cable all the time. So, like, we're talking 8 years now since I haven't had cable. And so I went to go watch it, and it's not in my collection. I just assumed it was. So I picked up the Blu-ray for $8. And I probably wouldn't have done that if I had all the movies coming in. And that was the problem, is I would pre-order one or two titles, but then as I was there, I was like, oh, I need this and I need that. And then next thing you know, you're getting like 10, 15, 20 titles a week, and it starts to add up. And then, the amount of time you have to watch it and then do everything else. And then I got this. I ordered it. I forgot about it. So I knew I was going to get it. And then I forgot about it until Shout Factory announced their version of it. And so then I immediately went to the German website and I ordered this, and it was very easy. The problem was they don't really do like a tracking. So like once they ship it, like it just shows up. And so there was like, I had no idea. Where other stuff I order, like it's just pretty consistent of the tracking. So I picked up Abigail from Turbine, and I know Brian over at Last Movie Standing, he already did a whole review on this or whatever, and I got mine like the very next day he put his video up. So for me, I'm not going to do a review or anything. It's literally the same. If you own this is the same, and the 4K gives you the Dolby Vision, the HDR gives you a little bit of a slight better picture, but it's the same. It's literally the same special features, same everything. Now, with this, obviously I like the package better. And then aesthetically, there's no big ugly banner. You got the black for the 4K. Everything just looks really sharp. And you get the different artwork there. And so then this one, it comes with the Blu-ray and the 4K, different pictures on each one. And then all in all, like ordering this from Turbine with shipping, I think it was at like 30 something dollars. Like I don't remember spending an arm and a leg on this. And that's the back of it. So again, this is, and then obviously the German you know, I guess I don't know what the heck this is called, the paper, but it's got the barcode, which worked out very well for scanning it. And so that just all fits in there. So yeah, we watched it the other day. My daughter absolutely loves this film, and me, package whore, and I hate the big ugly banner. So they're the same, no difference really. And I mean, like just watching the four. I mean, you're getting the HDR, you're getting the Dolby Vision, so you're getting those enhancements. And I watched it with the HDR, and I thought it was pretty good. Thought it was pretty good, but I mean, like I wasn't, wowed, going, oh my god, it's the 4K. And then we have this to talk. Oh, we'll talk about that later. Yeah, so those are the two new ones I picked up. I got some stuff I'm still waiting on, but it has been nice to not have a ton of stuff coming in and then being able to watch this because I have a huge back catalog. I didn't think I had that big of a back catalog, but I got a pretty big back catalog of movies that I have not watched yet and I bought. Some of the stuff I know I bought last year too. So that has been very nice. Sithobrick. Having worked at Hollywood Video, Blockbuster Video, and Hastings back in the day, I remember all that promo art. Okay, well, I'll remember you too next time because that was we had that connection working at the video store. I didn't realize you did. You did as well. I mean, I'm sure many of us have, but yeah, I was like, I love getting that video rental store promo stuff. It's definitely kind of it's a new thing. And so here's something about hobbies. Like this is a huge hobby and takes up much of my time, but like we all have different interests as well. And I have a semi-addictive personality, but like I've never had an addictive personality to the point where like it ruins me. But if I have an interest in something, I tend to go overboard a little bit. And, there's been times in my life where I slow down on the movies. And especially before I did the YouTube, doing videos here and doing the stuff here, it was just easy to go, okay, well, there's nothing I want this week. And, I'll just pick up one or two titles that I just didn't pick up before, and then I'll be happy. But then I was like always into different things. And so, I did gardening for a while. I actually, at one time I had house plants. I had like 109 house plants, and I used to know the names of all of them. And it was on top of like doing all this stuff. And so like it would just different interests at different times in my life would just kind of take over. And one of the things that just kind of uh, really changed everything was having the YouTube channel and having this. And so that it's, I guess it's not like burnout or fatigue where some people talk about, like, especially in any kind of hobby or any kind of thing, because I've never really had like a burnout or a fatigue of collecting movies or buying movies because one, we don't have cable. We're always watching something and there's always something new to get. But there has been plenty of times where the new releases, I had no interest in them. And so then it's, well, okay, well, what are we going to do now? And so it's just shifting gears kind of. But like having this like new passion for like video store rental memorabilia and like it's still movie related. It's just adjacent and like picking up those Mylars from the movie theater and then getting all that stuff. So it's just it's been nice to shift gears into the same thing. It's like it's still movies. Where before like I would shift gears into like fish. And so then I had like these saltwater aquariums. And then instead of I had one, I had like six of them. And then it was just like overboard and crazy. And then I'm like, oh yeah, let's see what's at the Best Buy for Tuesday and go check it out. And then I'd get back into the movie thing. And it would always be that kind of a pause. But recently getting into the video store memorabilia, the laser disc stuff. I got a laser disc coming, and it was somebody mentioned Beastmaster 2 the other day, and I realized I didn't have it, and so I picked up the laser disc, and so that's in the mail. So I'm looking forward to that type of stuff. Let's see, what do we got? My hobbies, I'm a reader, so large library. I enjoy film and TV and rebuilding my library being digital for years. and a Lego builder. So it takes a lot of space. Yeah, it takes a lot of space, time, and money. And so like if you're focused on one part of, something you're interested in, you're doing another hobby, like that's the thing. And so like it's a very I mean, we all have different interests, right? We all have different interests. Like you talk about the Lego thing. Like growing up, like we were poor. I never had Legos. I don't recall like even going over to any friends' houses that had Lego. And it was my youngest daughter who actually got into Lego. Probably a few years ago, and then she got out. She doesn't care anymore. She doesn't like it anymore. But I, at the time, I kind of got sucked in a little bit. I built a little Star Wars X-wing, and then I've been always tempted to get that Home Alone house, but that's like $350. And I'm like, if I had $350 to spend on Lego, I could buy so many movies or like a new gadget or some speakers, stuff, and like there's some used speakers I could always get for like this spare room up here. And so it's just like, yeah, I don't know. It's cool. It's definitely cool, but yeah, I didn't grow up with Lego. But yeah, that does take up a ton of space. Ton of space. So yeah, we have some things to get through, but not a ton. Not a ton at all. Let's see. Let's see. Share the screen. Let's see, did I pause? Maybe. All right, let's shrink this down a little bit. And there's a few things here to talk about. But like I said, there was not a lot that I was overly excited. As I was looking at this morning, there was a few things that I was excited for. One of them I'm pretty sure we've already kind of knew about. Let's see. Let's go over here. All right. So let's see. There's the Criterion August releases. I don't think I'm interested in any of it. Shoe Shine, Fires on the Plane, Burmese Harp, and Cairo Station. Cairo Station might be the only one I might be interested in. But other than that, like I mean, obviously, Criterion's hit or miss. Some stuff's for some people, some stuff's for others, and I might enjoy any of those movies, but none of them jump out saying you need to watch them. Earthquake. I have not seen this in many years. I wouldn't mind revisiting it. And so this one here, Earthquake from 1974. Yeah, I'm pretty sure Charlton Heston's in this one. It comes out in July from Universal Studios, so it's a Universal release. You're getting the big ugly banner. It's stupid that they do that, but easy to pick up that standard release. I'll probably be grabbing that one just because I haven't seen it in so long, and I remember kind of liking it. Who is in this one? Yeah, description: Charlton Heston leads up an all-star cast. Let's see, Ava Gardner, George Kennedy. Yeah. That was a good one. And then there's also the Steelbook, which again, it's nice if you're a Steelbook collector. They did some, nice stuff on the interior. And it's pretty sharp. But yeah, I personally going to pick up that slipcover version. Let's see this one. I don't care about the Marvel movies anymore, and so that's not for me. But why did I get so much? Oh, it's a week. Oh, this week on Blu-ray. So Captain America, A Brave New World came out this week. It looks like Nora. Let's see what do we got. Operation Condor. I'm already going to grab that one. We already talked about that. Better Off Dead. We talked about, and then I just got the email on this. So this one here, Bewitched season 5 and 6, is coming out in July 30th. I'm a huge fan. I got the first 2 seasons. I still got to get 3 and 4, but I haven't even finished the first 2 seasons yet. So I got to pick up that one, but I'll definitely grab this as well. Huge fan. They did a fantastic job, and I love Imprint. So I will definitely be picking that one up. You getting the two cases there, multiple discs, 8 discs total in the hardcover book. I think they did an absolute fantastic job with the first 2 seasons. So yeah, really, really looking forward to that one. And it does come with new audio commentary, 2 new audio commentaries for that as well, which is pretty sharp. But then like this one, I'm pretty sure this was a rumor a while ago because I kind of vaguely remember it, but I'm excited about it. and it's Billy Madison, Adam Sandler. So I have this movie, but I'm pretty sure I only have it on VHS, and I haven't seen it in a little while, and it's packed away. So yeah, this would be great to pick up. So I'm definitely excited because I don't have the Blu-ray, and I do like this one. I think I like. So originally, I didn't like Happy Gilmore. Like it was like I didn't hate it, but I didn't understand why like everyone loved it, and I don't know why. Because I grew up in that time where like all the Adam Sandler movies, like all the Chris Farley movie, like they just kind of I watched that Saturday Night Live era, and so like all these movies should have been great to me. But I loved Billy Madison, and everyone went on and on and on about Happy Gilmore, but it wasn't until a few years ago that it was like $5 at Best Buy. I picked it up and I rewatched it. And so that had been the third time I'd seen it in my entire life. And just I don't know if it just hit me at the right time in my life or just the crappy cinema that we've had over the past couple years. It's whatever reason. I freaking love Happy Gilmore now. It is one of my all-time favorites. And Billy Madison used to be my favorite, but I think Happy Gilmore is my favorite now. But I'll be picking this up anyway. Really looking forward to it. And then let's see, what do we got? Can you do a Seth Rogen impression? I don't like Seth Rogen. I can't stand him. That and all I know of him is that laugh. I don't own a single Seth Rogen movie. I don't think. Oh, I think that cartoon, that raunchy sex cartoon that they did. I have that, but other than that, like I don't think I have a single Seth Rogen. Amazon is having a 30% movie sale. Movie list is so. I'll pull it up. I'll pull it up and see what they got. Because like you say movie list is so, but like it depends on like I've felt that way before too. Of like the list is basically all the movies I own already. But then there's times where there's like that one movie where I've been waiting for it to go on sale and it might be in that list. Let's see. Is it just like on the daily deals or is it somewhere special? Let's see. I don't know what that is. Anyway, drop the link in the chat and I'll check it out over here. Oh, and I watched that Jade movie because that was in my Amazon cart. I was gonna get it. I was not a fan. Like, so I thought I would be. Like the premise, the trailer, everything seemed really cool. The yellow of the cover art, so you have this Afro chick, and so it just looks like an Americanized Afro samurai, and I get that I think Afro samurai is Americanized already, but with a gender role reversed, and so it's this little black girl with this giant afro and a samurai sword, just taking names and killing people and just running amok, and no, no, I was so bored with that movie. She doesn't get her sword till like the last 20 minutes of the movie. In the very beginning of the movie, they tell you that she accidentally kills her brother, and so she never wants to use a gun again. She spends the second half of the entire film shooting everybody, so that's out the window. And then, she runs around, but she runs so slow that when she's getting shot at, like people could have killed her and they don't. And then there's like times where like they're shooting at her and she just stops dead and just kind of looks around to look where to try to escape from. And nope, like I was bored. And then the conversations, it was just, I don't know. It was not what I thought it was going to be. I was very disappointed with that movie. I do not recommend Jade. Let's see. Don't get me started on salt tanks. LOL. Talk about a money sucker. Yes. Yeah, I had a 90 gallon, and then and I did them all salt water. I had like a 90 gallon, a 15 gallon, a 30 gallon, and I did the coral reef. I did the entire thing. I went and got like the expensive equipment. I still have a lot of the expensive equipment. But I don't really have any of the tanks anymore. I had a 55 gallon as well. Yeah, it was just, yeah, saltwater tanks. That was a few years ago. So that was like 5 or 6 years ago. And then yeah, it was just tons of money. And then I had a yellow tang, and then went back, and I got it back when they were like really cheap. It was like $35 for the fish. And then we moved here, and I still had it. I still had that and a couple clownfish and some stuff, and I had it in the tank. But then our air conditioning went out, and it went out, and then they couldn't come fix it for a couple days. So in the heat, in the middle of the summer, the heat got crazy. I didn't have a air conditioner on the tank, which I should have, and fish died. Fish died. They're like $350 now because I guess one of the reefs or wherever they closed off you couldn't get the yellow tangs anymore, and they're really very expensive. So yeah, I was quite pissed about that. Yeah, but yeah, tanks get you really into it. Can't send a link. Um, you should be able to now. 4K Cinema HD. Amazon is basically price matching Barnes and Noble 50% off Kino sale. Oh, okay. Yeah, they do that. They do that every single time with all the other ones. And I forgot that somebody had said that Kino was doing a Barnes and Noble sale. I guess it's nice that they're doing that. How was Mark and Jade? Oh, that was the thing. I told TJ that Mark was the best part of Jade, and he didn't fight anybody. He showed up in like the last few minutes. There was like a flashback scene where she was like talking to him or whatever, but that was it. And then like at the very end of the movie, you basically find out he's like a government agent or whatever, but he's like in a car, and then he's doing nothing. But yeah, he was the best part of the movie. And and I'm being serious. Like his acting, it was a lot better than anybody else's in the film. And even Mickey Rourke was in the film, and like his whole part sucked. Like he didn't do much. He didn't, he basically stood at his bar, barked orders, went down to the basement where they were beating her up. Then he went out to the driveway when she escaped, like, and that was it. And then he was wearing this like, it was a man's shirt, but it was lacy and see-through, like a girl's shirt. And then you could see all Mickey Rourke's tattoos, and he was wearing this like, I'm pretty sure it was like floral patterned, and it was this like, yeah, it looked like lace underwear he was wearing. It was just the whole thing was just weird. But yeah, Mark's part was the best. Yeah, Mark was clearly the best part. Yeah. Yeah, there we go. All right, let's see if I can bring this up. Let's see. Link in the tab. All right, yeah, that works. And then, let's see. Movies and TV. All right. Let's see. Let's just do Blu-ray. Okay. Lots of anime, Andor, Brave New World stuff. Yeah, nothing's really jumping out at me. It's like I need to have it, and the sales don't even seem to be that great. Like the Brave New World was listed at $50. Now it's $29 for the standard edition 4K. Yeah, so they kind of suck. I'll take a look at that later. I don't like it. All right. What we got? Mark is the only reason I had a kind of interest in Jade, but just now, just know I'm gonna get pissed at how little he gets to do. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I like uh the very end. I kind of zoned out and fell asleep a little bit. So, but it was like they were in a car talking, and so like there was nothing. And he shows up at the end. Basically, he trained her, and that's how she could fight so good and kill everybody and do. And then there's a scene where they're doing the knife game. You've seen all the movies where they're like she's doing this with a knife. But when she does it, like you can clearly see that they're using like a prop knife that's blunt, and they never like went back and fixed it with the CGI. And then she uses the same blunt knife to then attack her captor, and then she like stabs him in the leg, like where you'd think like he'd bleed out from his femoral artery, and she stabs him in all like the places you usually see like people bleed to death. And then later on, when she escapes the building, he then comes running out of the house. And it wasn't like a little blade; it was like a big blade. Like so, it's just like, I was very disappointed by that movie. Let's see. Oh, this one here, Final Destination Bloodlines. So that's one we're going to talk about today. I'm looking forward to it. I'm excited. It just showed up in theaters yesterday, I believe. But that was what I was today's topic is like movies in theaters. The pre-orders are already up, and I don't really understand that. So because like if the pre-orders are already up, how long is it going to be in theaters? And that was kind of what many of the older actors had been talking about is that longevity in theater causing that resurgence or that word of mouth of the movie was good because like even specifically this movie Jade, like nobody saw it, it just showed up, they did the trailer, then it was on Blu-ray. It's on Blu-ray and now you can watch it, but like it was in and out of theaters in no time. And yeah, the movie kind of sucked. But like that was the thing is like there's people that'll probably love that movie and that'll become somebody's cult classic, even though I couldn't stand it. And you have these movies that need to be in theaters for a period of time, and then you have that resurgence when you release the 4K or the Blu-ray. But I don't see how having the movie in theaters yesterday and the pre-order is already up for the Steelbook. I don't understand. Maybe there's some financial positive about that, but I'm just not seeing it. Um, Law Abiding Citizen is getting a steelbook. Let's see, what is this? This movie looks horrible, but it's coming out of Mondo Macabra Cafe Flesh. So the premise of the movie is there's sex negative people and sex positive people. The sex negative people, if they have sex, they'll die or something bad happens. And so they go to these cafes where the sex positive people dance and perform for them. And that's the premise of the movie. Like it's really, really crappy. But I watched the trailer and it's this like weird, artsy, slow motion crap. This doesn't even have an IMDb page, or if it does, maybe it was listed under another name. But I could not find Cafe Flesh under IMDb at all, and the movie came out in 1982. So this movie here, it probably has a cult following. It comes out in July. It's definitely not for me. Um, yeah, it says in the future, humans are divided into sex negatives and sex positives. The negatives get sick if they have sex, so they go to a cafe flesh where the positives are forced to perform on stage for the negatives. Lana is a positive who everyone thinks is a negative, and she must decide whether to come clean or not. Like, yeah, I don't know. It. God bless the '80s, I guess. But yeah, the trailer, it was this weird slow motion artsy thing. It was definitely not for me. That's coming out. But then this is another one. I'm pretty sure this one's still in theaters now, and the pre-orders are already up, and you can get the standard edition or you can get the steelbook edition. And this is something that it definitely appeals to me. I watched the trailer. It's intriguing. Oh, did I freeze? Am I freezing? So this one is definitely intriguing. So it's vampires, supernatural, and it's a period piece. And so you have this. It looks like there's this whole moonshining thing, and you have Michael B. Jordan's in this one. Comes out in July, and it's a new movie that just came out. So this is something I'm looking forward to. I don't know if I'm going to jump on it day one, but definitely intrigued about this one. I do like vampires. I'm kind of a sucker for that. But it says, trying to leave their troubled lives behind, twin brothers return to their hometown to start again, only to discover an even greater evil is waiting to welcome them back. And so I thought the trailer was pretty sharp, and that's something I would probably definitely pick up. But it's just the thing is the movie's in theaters now, and you can already pay for the the Blu-ray or the 4K. I don't know if it, and like I said, I don't know as far as the hobbies going, and people are talking about it dying all the time. Like the fact that it is in theaters and you're guaranteeing to get a physical media release. Maybe that's a positive thing, but it's just a confusing thing to me. I think that by doing the pre-orders like that, especially if they get a number that they're happy with, maybe they'll pull it out of theaters. And so it's like one of those, and then the movie doesn't make the potential that it would. I don't know. I don't know. Definitely conversation. Then there was this one. It's a new movie from Lionsgate, Americana. I don't know if I'm into it. So I watched the trailer here. You got Sydney Sweeney, Paul Walter, Hauser, and Halsey. So this is one that I watched the trailer and I already forget what it was. Let's see. No, but basically she wants to go be a singer somewhere and she needs money, and there was this like Native American cloth or robe or shirt or something that a collector had, and he was showing it off, and this other collector basically says, if you could steal it, I'll give you the money. And so then that's what they do. They set out to steal this cloth so she can get the $1 million so she can go be a singer. But I don't understand why you need $1 million for that. That was basically what I remember from the trailer. The lives of local outsiders and outcasts violently intertwine when a rare Lakota ghost shirt falls on the black market in a small South Dakota town. And that was it. And then they set out to steal it. It's that whole thing. And so it's a heist movie in a sense. I might check it out, but I definitely don't think I need it day one. There's a new Smurfs movie coming out. Now this is one I remember the movie poster for this. I remember seeing this at the video rental store. I've just never seen the movie, and I don't think I don't know if it's a body swap movie. So they've done those a million times. It's basically like Freaky Friday. They swap each other's bodies, and then and when they do it, they ruin each other's lives. So you got Steve Martin, Lily Tomlin. Like I said, I've never seen it. It might be worth picking up. It's a Vestron video. It's going to be fairly inexpensive, so I'll probably grab it. Comes out in June. It says Lionsgate. I thought it says Lionsgate, but it says Vestron. Does Lionsgate own Vestron Video now? Yeah, Vestron Collector Series. Oh, so I guess Lionsgate owns it. Yeah, so I'll be picking that up. I'm pretty sure. I watched the trailer. I thought it was fun enough. But like this movie poster, it does nothing for me. I don't know what's going on. It looks like he's trying to gag himself. I don't understand. But yeah, the movie poster, not into it. This one does say it's region locked to region A, and it doesn't seem like it's coming with anything new. And so, but yeah, that's coming out on Blu-ray. I'll be picking that up as well. Let's see. Check out Freaky Tales. Takes place in 1987. It's like Tales from the Hood meets Pulp Fiction. I'll check it out. Sounds good to me. I like both of those. Sithobrick says it used to seem to be it used to seem to be theater release. Then, depending on the film, 4 to 6 months later, released for sale. Yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah, that was a thing. Like, and then I mean, obviously, then other movies like Jurassic Park, I think was in theaters for like a whole year. But yeah, that was a thing. Is like leave it in the theater as long as it's making money. Like if it yeah, obviously if it doesn't make money, they've pulled movies out of theaters in recent times that maybe not doing so well, but that didn't have time to get that word of mouth. And then like when the physical media came out, like everyone bought it. And so it shows that I don't think they know what they're doing anymore, but it's this push for I think the streaming services because there's been several films at the exact same time that's in theaters. You can stream it. You can pay $20 to rent it or buy it, or $20 to rent it, or $25 to buy it at home. and stream it. And so they're doing that. And then people say that that's too expensive. But if you're going to the theater by yourself, then yeah, that's too expensive. But I'm a family of three right now. All my other kids are all grown up and doing their own thing. But like so now you're looking at $20 for us to go plus the kid. It's like about 20 ish, something close to $30 to go see a movie anyway. So it's about that if we rented it and bought it at home. So I think that model is ruining it as well. But then when they do that too, then all of a sudden the bootlegs start showing up from China. So it's like, I don't know. It's a whole thing. I don't know. And they got to figure out this streaming thing. The 45-day turnaround from the theater to digital physical is a major reason why I don't feel I need to go to the theater nearly as often anymore. Yeah, and that's the thing is so they're also at the same time they're like crying like why the theater's dying. Then there's like people that are like telling you should go see it in theaters. Th- The whole reason I have a home theater is to enjoy my movies at home. Like that really is a thing, but I still used to go to the theater and it would be, for the movies that I really wanted to see, especially like the bigger movies. But it wasn't as often. Like as I had kids, like I wasn't going every weekend anymore. But like at the same time, there was definitely several movies I would definitely just go see in theater, even if I was going to go by myself. And then I think the last one we went to see, I took my daughter to see Christmas Vacation in theaters at over Christmas time. But then there's nothing. There's nothing. And then, like you said, like the turnaround is why spend the money if you're going to buy it anyway? And I'm happy blind buying many movies because I know my taste. I generally know what I'm going to be into. So yeah, it makes sense. Only one that seems to not follow that turnaround is Disney. Yeah, yeah, they do their own thing. Freaky Tales is on Lionsgate Limited. I'll check it out. I'll definitely check it out. So they have this, and then Clueless is coming back in theaters. Now I mention it because they're releasing the 4K for their anniversary, and so then they have their anniversary, their 30th anniversary. They're going back in theaters. We still have no news about the Turtles thing. We just had that Ernie Reyes Jr. Social media post that he was doing a commentary for the 4K. And so that's all we've had, unless there's been other stuff, but that's all I've seen. And then there's been nothing. But now I'm like, if Clueless is getting a re-release in theaters, I would really hope that Ninja Turtles does. And then the 4Ks here, if you're into this movie, I mean, I wasn't into it, but then my kids were into it, and now they're all grown up and gone. I still kind of like it. So Clueless, you're getting this big chunky box, 30th anniversary edition. I'm not getting it because then the steelbook here is the original steelbook that they put out for the Blu-ray. So this is something. It's not new. It's not new artwork. If you missed out on this, sure, go ahead and grab that. But the one thing I don't like about this of them just reusing the same art, they're doing it on the Tommy Boy steelbook as well, is now as a collector, sometimes maybe I don't like this anymore. Maybe I don't want this anymore and I want to sell it. And it has a certain value. But now the Blu-ray, the 4K, it's the same thing. One, there's people that'll be confused about that because they won't list whether it's a 4K or a Blu-ray. They'll just pop that up there. So then there's different values on certain things. But then at the same time, it's not special anymore. This sold out steelbook that has a value. I don't know what the value is because I don't plan on selling it. It has a value. It's going to have no value once this 4K with the exact same art comes out. I don't know. I don't like it. It's lazy. It's boring. And then as a collector, it just kind of ruins the fact. Like I like that I have this because not many people do, and that's why I don't like it. But yeah, those are coming out, and those are coming out in July. Let's see. What else? Viavision's got some new announcements, and let's see. Out of all their announcements, these are the only two that I would have been interested in. We have this movie from 1960, Tony Curtis and Debbie Reynolds. I've never seen it, The Rat Race, but I've been really getting into the Tony Curtis films lately, and I've enjoyed many of them. I mean, there's a couple that I was kind of bored with, but Many of them I thought were just downright hilarious, and so watching these older films, I'd pick up that one and Doris Day. I've been picking up any Doris Day film I can get my hands on. But you got Frank Sinatra and Doris Day. I've never seen it. I'd pick that up blind. And then again, the same. There's been like only one or two Doris Day films where I was kind of bored with it. Other than that, I've enjoyed them. But then these other Viavision films, I've never seen them and have no interest. The Great Lillian Hall, The Damned. The Damned might be interesting. We'll read that one. The Damned is an ominous and chilling folk horror. Oh, I don't really get into folk horror. It follows Eve and her crew as they come across a shipwreck and are faced with a moral dilemma, either to help prioritize their survival. Um, a Million Little Pieces. Oh, let's see. Check that out. They're in Peaky Blinders. Oh, so this seems like a newer one. Yeah, this movie came out in 2024. That might be interesting enough. I don't really get into the folk horror, but the whole pirate ship thing or sunken ship thing might interest me enough. Then we have these other things. Let's see. Jim Henson's The Storyteller. I vaguely remember this, but I don't think I ever watched any of it. So it's interesting that they're putting that out as well. So that stuff's coming out in August. Like I said, the top two are the ones that I would be interested in. I think that's it. Other than this is one here. Let's see, what do we got? See, Charles Bronson, Death Wish 3 is coming out by Kino Lorber. I've only ever seen the first one, and I don't think I've seen any of the other ones. I don't know how many they did. I think the first one is fantastic. And then I think they did that remake with Bruce Willis. I think he was in a Death Wish movie as well. Let's see, we got that. Lionsgate owns the Vestron Library. Yes, well, that's good to know. Theaters should convert their worst screen into a nice boutique Blu-ray shop. Imagine the synergy. Oh, that would be great. I hope that the process of releasing Turtles on 4K, they edit, adjust the laughing mouth, the eyeball scene. I never noticed that until it was posted on YouTube, and then I can't unsee it now. But like, I'd watch that movie over the years. I never noticed it, and now I see it every time. It is kind of jarring. It is kind of jarring. And Morning Marty. Totally agree about going to the theater, expensive tickets and snacks, and the thought. And though the large screen is nice, it just can't beat my home theater and the knowledge that I can buy the 4K if it's a favorite. Oh, for sure. And then that was the thing, is then the experience too is the volume. So when we went to see the last movie of the Christmas Vacation, the volume was up just enough where it was kind of ear piercing in certain scenes, and it was frustrating. It was very frustrating. And then I got my 8-year old, and so I didn't want to just leave her to then go try to find somebody to have them turn the volume down. It was a whole thing. The whole thing. You get a better experience at home, I think, if you have a nice system. But yeah, the big screen's nice. The snacks I don't think are all that great. Although I have definitely caught myself a few times stopping at the movie theater to not go see a movie, but actually just get the popcorn and go home. I've done that. I've done that more than once. But I make popcorn at home too. Like that's a thing. But yeah. Let's see what we got. I believe there were 5 original Death Wish films plus the Bruce Willis remake. Yeah, that's crazy. 5 of them. Yeah, I think with that remake, I think they were trying to get into the sequels, and it was okay. It was okay. I own it. I just rewatched it like a month ago. It's okay. Not that there. There's that, and then there was like one other thing. There's a bunch of sales going on. I don't think anything crazy though. There's that Kino Lorber 50% off sale. There's a few things I'd pick up, I think. Then to Let's see. What is this? There's all this Criterion stuff that I know that it's not for me. Let's see. Colonel Cornfield, Death of the Unicorn. Yeah, I already said I'll be picking that up. I'll give it a second chance. I'll pick that up. But this one here. So this was interesting to me because the here, I'll pull them up. The steelbook is almost the same as the standard slipcover edition on that, but then the movie poster I thought was way better. Let's see. Let's see. All right. Go to blu-ray.com. All right, so share this screen. So let's see. Final destination. Bloodlines 4K. All right, so there's the. Here, I'll share this. So here is what they're showing there, and it's exact same as the steelbook art. And so I was like, it's fine, but they're doing the exact same thing. Like, why would you get this? But then I saw this when I was looking it up because I thought it was either in theaters or just not in theaters just yet, and the pre-orders were up. So then when I looked at it, let's close this out. I thought that the movie poster was way better. Let's see. Or this movie poster was way better. So then to do a different just different art would be great. And so like this I think would be fantastic in a steelbook with all the fire, and then they could do like spot glossing if they really wanted to, and they could make that really stand out. I think that would just be a overall much better steelbook. But when I was seeing the slipcover version and the steelbook version looking like they're going to be the exact same, I don't know. I don't know why they do that. We got that. And that's it. That's, I think, everything that I was covering, stuff that was new. But yeah, we got time. We got time to hang out. Got questions. I'm here for all of that. Let's see. I admit to smuggling in an entire pot of coffee in a thermos. When I go to theaters, they don't even sell coffee for morning movies. Nice. I've never done that. There was like when I was a kid, there was this is the theater's still there. I just moved away. And so they would do, and I don't know if they still do it, but when I was a kid, they did Thursday nights in the summer, $2 for movies, and they were not super old movies, but they were like recently out of the bigger theaters, thing. And so then they would play some of those in the summertime, and you'd get to go for $2. And then the family that I would go with, we would always stop and stock up on like candy bars and stuff like that, and sodas. And so I remember in the summertime, like their mother would have this like ridiculous purse, and like all the snacks and all this stuff would be in there. And so that was like the only time I ever did it. And I was like probably like 13, 14. But other than that, like I've never really thought of sneaking in snacks. My daughter has a dairy allergy. And so I did think of like when we went to the theaters, like she really wanted popcorn, and I make special popcorn for her. And so I thought of making her popcorn and bringing it in, but I ended up not. I just ended up getting her some like candy. Let's see. Uh, I do, however, love Police Academy 2 and 6. I like the first one. We will not talk about PA mission to Moscow. I've talked about this before. I like the first one. We have them all, and my wife gets in a kick where she watches them all. But even as she watches them all, like that's the one she doesn't watch it as often as the other ones, but she'll still watch it. She'll still watch it. See, you have mentioned that you do use thrift stores for some of your collecting. Have you mentioned in other videos your process of cleaning of discs if they are not up to your preference? So this is exactly how I do it. I do not leave a thrift store if it's subpar. So if it's even if it's a movie I need, I want, I just have to have it. If it has a blemish, a scratch, I mean, if I can clean it with a microfiber cloth, and you can, I can just take my thumb, rub it. If you it'll start to come off, then I'm like, all right, I'll clean this at home. But other than that, like scratch, like a minor scratch, I will leave it in the store. All my discs that I buy used, they come home pristine. Same thing with the VHS tapes. Like very rarely, and like the lady always asks, like, are these in here? And there's some of them where I'm like, I don't even care. It's a collector's piece. Like it's one of those things. So I have bought VHS tapes, because they're sealed, just to keep in the cellophane and put on the shelf. But other than that, like most of the VHS tapes that I buy, same thing. I check if there's any mold. I leave it in the store. Um, if I open it up and if it's like crinkled in the top, I leave it. But I mean, it doesn't show you the entire film, but most of the time the crinkles in the beginning. Um, but yeah, that's pretty much it. That's my thing of just going to the store. And so like any cleaning I might have to do is usually on the actual Blu-ray or DVD case. Because somehow or other they're dirty or sticky or whatever on sitting on the floor. But as long as the disc is pristine, then I'm taking it home. Yeah, but I don't have an issue where I'm like just buying stuff and I'm like, oh man. But I have made that mistake many times before where I get sidetracked, especially with having the kid with me, and then like next thing I know, I get home and there's no disc in the case at all. That's happened to me about 3 times. And then there was a movie my wife loves that we don't own is Cool Runnings, because I missed out on the Disney Movie Club when they had that and they were going out of business. I tried getting it, they were sold out, and now it's a kind of an expensive disc, and so I didn't get it. And then we were at Second and Charles, and I think it was like $4. It wasn't a big deal, and she found it, and so we got it. And then I'm used to just checking things in the store, and then so we got it, we left, and then we were literally like um, pulling into the driveway, and I just happened to open it. No disc, no disc, and so yeah, that's happened a couple times. But yeah, other than that, nah, no real issue of having to clean stuff when I get home. Let's see, but we do have giveaway stuff today. Giveaway stuff from the store, and I don't have. Oh, I'm busy. I had the list. All right. I don't know what I did with it. I'm for the most part, I know who's won this year, but you know, we'll go on the honor system. If not, we'll figure it out. Because I had the list. I don't have the list right here of who's won so far. So if you've won a shirt or you've won a mug, you're ineligible for those things. But we're giving away shirts and mugs. If you won one, you can win the other. Like that's an option. We'll do that. And then like around the holidays, we'll do like big giveaways where like everybody's eligible and stuff like that. But pull this up, and as always, from the Fourth Wall store, this is where we are giving stuff away. And you can always buy stuff from here. It's where the mugs come from. You can join the mug club. Um, but all the shirts that I wear in all of my videos, they come from here as well. Super soft. And there's member only stuff. So if you're a member, you can win that. And so if you are a member and you win something today, you can choose to pick the member only stuff as well. But this is the store. If you're not familiar with this, but it's the Fourth Wall store. It is always linked in all my videos. And like I said, I've just been busy, but I do have new designs coming for the summer. So we have this. All products. So this is the stuff. This is the members only shirt here. This is the one I wore the other day. This is the one I'm wearing now, the Reptilicus. It's one of the more more popular shirts. Let's go to all products. So we have those and the Steamboat Willie. We have Dracula, all this stuff. We're always doing shirts, but definitely this is one of my favorite things because these hoodies and t-shirts are extremely comfortable. Um, and we're going to be giving away a shirt today and a mug. I don't know what shirt. I don't have anything in mind. I don't have anything in mind. Let's see. Let me do. I don't know. If you win, you win. Let me know what shirt you want. We'll figure that out. We're just doing a regular t-shirts there. No hoodies, no premium stuff today. We got that, and then the mug that I'm always drinking out of, which is the 80s made mug. We got that, and we'll pull up the pull up. What is this? This is the I forget. It's always like not name generator, name picker, name picker. Wheel of Names. Ah, yes, Wheel of Names. So, all right, so we're gonna do the shirt first. And if you have not won a shirt this year and you would like to win, just let me know in the chat with something, yes or thumbs up, something. Let me know that you want to be in the drawing for the shirt, and we'll add everybody in. Follow up: as someone who is moving to the Hampton area soon, uh, are there any used thrift stores you'd be willing to share the name of? Well, they're not great. They have just Dave's Dave's thrift store. There's two of them. There's one on Virginia Beach Boulevard, and there's one very close to here. They get some VHS tapes, but the thing is, like, most of the area is not anchored in, and so like it's a military town, and people leave all the time, and there's, so you don't get as good finds as you would as someplace else, and especially because like a lot of people coming in, they're younger kids in the military, and so they're not going to have like VHS tapes or a big DVD collection or even Blu-rays. And so I find some sometimes, but then there's used bookstores that I find a lot better. I find better things there, and so there's a one used bookstore. They have three locations um, that I go to all the time. Let's see, I just call it the used bookstore. I don't know the actual official. Oh, it's called the Book Exchange. There's three locations here. There's Dave's, and Dave's is DAVS, and it's like something for veterans. It's like, and so there's a bunch of locations in the area. I go there. Each one's different. I've found good things at sometimes, but then sometimes you find nothing. And then Second and Charles. Second and Charles is like a chain of used bookstores, and that's where I find the most stuff. But again, I mostly find DVDs here, not a lot of Blu-rays. Like the Book Exchange is the place where I find the most Blu-rays because people trade in what they have, looking to get store credit to trade into something else. So that would be those are the places I always shop at. But then they're also like kind of close. Let's see. Got that. Blue Corner. I'll take that black Laurel and Hardy shirt. Nice. It's a Blue Corner. The Blue Corner. All right. Blue Corner. And let's see. I'm game for a shirt. I've only won the mug in the past giveaway. Let's see. Arthur. Sitho Brick. And Blue Corner, you're blue for once. Let's see. We'll share this. Share screen. So we got that. Let's see. Killing Time 78. Nice. In a couple of weeks, I'll be supporting the channel by becoming a member. Nice. And then do it when you do it on the live stream, and then we'll do the video. We got the video clip for the new members. Because like sometimes it does it where it lets me know that there's a new member when we go live. But then sometimes, like if you do it in the middle of the week, like I won't know, and I'll only know if I'm like trying to check, because like I try to check and update it, because like sometimes members go and sometimes we get new members, and then I do the videos and I thank all the members at the end, and sometimes there's like people I'm like, oh wow, they never messaged, and then there's people that I talk to regularly that message all the time, comment on most of the videos, and so like I get to know a lot of you guys, but then some of these members, like I never really talk to them, and then the one like randomly sends me stuff through the Amazon wish list sometimes, but then he like never comments on any of the videos, and then he DMs me like, oh, I sent you something. Like it's just like cool. Like so it's like I never know what's going on. But yeah, if you do it here live, we'll do a whole video celebration. But that is awesome. And then let's see. What are your thoughts on the Hammer horror movies? Well, I only actually have, well, not true. I have a couple of the Frankenstein ones now. I have some like stuff on VHS, but for the longest time, I only had the Dracula Hammer horror ones, and I mean, some were better than others, but as a whole, I liked them. I don't dislike Hammer horror, but I haven't really dove into it a ton. I have every single Hammer horror vampire one, and then two Hammer Frankenstein ones. Like that's it. And I think they're great. I think they're great. Let's see. Thank you for sharing those names. Oh yeah, no problem, brother. No problem. Blue for short. Yeah. Oh, you're not going to be blue anymore. Oh, blue. Oh, there you go. Would love to someday to win one of those awesome shirts. Well, Craig, we'll put you in here. Oh, Craig. Blue for the win. And Steven. Good morning, Steven. What's good, man? We're doing the giveaway for a shirt. So if you haven't won a shirt this year, then we can enter you in. I don't have the list with me to verify who won and who didn't, but we'll go on the honor system. You check any of those upcoming Arrow announcements. I didn't talk about it today. I don't know if I was like super interested in it. Let's see. Or did we talk about it last week? Let's see. I think if I pull it up here, it's going to freeze the computer. Let's see. Arrow video. What was it on? Was it? I swear, I think it was last week. Let's see. Yeah, not Arrow TV show. Arrow video. Video. Oh, here we go. Hand of Death. Lover's Lane. Warriors 2. Yeah. Oh, let's see. Available for pre-order. Some of those have been up forever, though. Like, I have the game trilogy. How's that a pre-order? Let's see. I'll just hopefully it doesn't freeze. Pull it up over here. Yeah, I swear we went over. I didn't see anything new today, but I swear I went over Arrow video last week. Let's see. Video. Dungeon Master. Nice. Yeah, I guess I didn't see that. Let's see. More than 40 years after fantasy action cinema has struggled to top it, Conan the Barbarian released in theaters on this day in 1982. That's what they posted there. So yeah, the only thing new here that I'm seeing on Arrow's post was but it was on this day in 1984, so it wasn't that. See, I think I went over those because we talked about the fistful of dollars, all that stuff. That was part of it. Unless there's something else that I'm completely missing. Let's see. Got that. All right. So is this it? Is this everybody that wants to be in the drawing for the shirt? Oh, I did miss those. They did a short video. It was Thief, Creepshow 2, To Live and Die in LA, Rawhead Rex, and The Sadness. So out of all those, I don't have I mean, I have Rawhead Rex. I don't have The Sadness. I don't know if I would need to double dip on any of that stuff. Um, Definitely, yeah. We'll have to go. We'll have to go check it out after this. Maybe I will double dip. All right. So if nobody else wants to be in the drawing, we are going to do it shortly. And like I said, the Reptilicus is the one of the more popular ones. It's a big old movie poster. The movie is just it's one of those over the top like giant puppets. It's crazy, but the movie poster is fantastic. Absolutely fantastic. Let's see what we got. All right, then I guess we're gonna click to spin. Oh, and Arthur. Arthur gets a shirt. All right, and so Arthur, same thing. Just best way is to DM me on Twitter. But if you don't do that, email me and I'll try to check it. I'm horrible with those emails. And then pick the shirt you want, and I'll get you the link right away. But you can always check out all. You can go to the Fourth Wall store. The link is in every single one of the videos. It's attached to that link tree stuff. Go to the Fourth Wall store, and you can see everything that's available. So any T-shirt is available to you, except for the member only thing. Yeah, but congratulations, brother. Let's see, we got that, and then so take out blue corner. So for mugs. Has anybody else want? Are you guys want a mug? So that's the next thing we're giving away is a mug. So it's this one here, great for morning coffee, great for the Saturday morning show. It's a nice decent size too. So we got that. And so Craig, Sitho Brick, and Killing Time. You guys have not won mugs. We got those. And anybody else who would like to win a mug, we'll add you now. If not, we'll shoot the push the play button. Yeah, good on Arthur. Yeah, Arthur, you're done for the year now. Let's see. Yep. All right. So yeah, if nobody else wants in, then we'll just do the mug. And Craig, you won the mug. All right. So the same thing. Just if you DM me on Twitter, that literally is the best way possible. But the links for to connect with me are down always on all this stuff, and so you can email me. It's just the email one. I don't check that often, so I'll get it to you. You'll get your stuff, and then when you get your stuff, always feel free to tag me on social media. I'm not on Instagram anymore. They kicked me off, and I just could care less. And but I am on Twitter. Got that. See, and congratulations. Oh wait, Craig, All right, let's pull this up. So I was asking, let's see, Greg. See, I didn't have the list. Let's see. Let me go back and see. Name, picker. Let's see. I'll have to like put the list on this computer, and that way I won't forget it. All right, so we have two people that could win a mug, I guess, unless there's somebody else in the chat that would like to win a mug, because Craig already won. We have Sit the Brick and Killing Time 78. Anybody else last minute? Craig says, I have a mug already, so give it to somebody else. It's beautiful. Yeah, it's a good mug. And good morning, Jeff. Good morning, brother. Good morning. Let's see. I'll take a yes. Brian E. All right, we'll add Brian. Let's see. All right, so Brian. Yeah, and then so we're gonna pull the trigger now. Oh, that's not gonna work. I didn't share the screen. We'll do it again. Let's see. All right. Okay. And we got Sitho Brick. So same thing. Send me the information, and we will definitely get you that mug, brother. Get you that mug. Appreciate it. And then see, close this out. Got that. Move. And take a mug. All right, we got that. All right, and then this Arrow video. Let's see. I remember seeing that stuff, but I somehow I missed it. Was it on blu-ray.com this morning? Because then when I go to their website, that stuff's not there yet. Let's see. Movies, news, pre-orders. Yeah, I'm not seeing it there. I'm seeing the 88 films releases, which I didn't see that this morning either. So we'll share the 88 films, but I'm not seeing these Arrow ones. The Viavision, we talked about that. So Vestron. All right. Well, we do have the 88 films upcoming releases. These ones, a lot of Hong Kong cinema. I'm into it. Let's share the screen. All right. So, Donation Violent Riders. It's this first one here. Came out in 1975. Motorcycle Gang. I checked that out. Hong Kong cinema with a motorcycle gang. I would definitely watch that. Let's see. The Cat. Love the movie poster. I don't know what's going on. There's like a monster in the background, but then you have a cat, and then you got like a zombie guy with Uzis. That seems very intriguing. An adaptation of the novel Old Cat by somebody. The cat from outer space teams up with a young alien girl and her knight, along with the adventure novelist named Wisely, to fight a murderous alien that possesses people. That's a very interesting premise. I'll probably pass. See, then Her Vengeance, one of the first and most notorious of Hong Kong's famously adult-only categories. 3 films, Her Vengeance stars Pauline. So is this a porn? Who brutally assaulted her ears, will be sliced off, acid will be thrown, and funeral directors will be kept very busy indeed. Okay. Or is it adults only because it's super duper violent? Uh, I could check that out. I don't know if I need to buy it, but it could be like an easy one and done for me. Tokyo Emmanuel, seems like that's the adult film, heads back home from Paris to Tokyo following a spat with her French lover Pierre and a sensual Japanese repost to French erotic classic. Yeah, sexual awakening. Yeah, it's not for me. Tokyo Emmanuel. But this one here, what's this one? Sex Rider Wet Highway. Same thing. Yeah, I don't think I need any of these. That one with the motorcycle gang, I think I'm into that. But this movie poster, I'm into it. Let's see, Naked Sex. What is it called? Let's see. French Love was a filmmaker who specialized in stories of love and lust and naked sex. One of the strongest efforts in every sense. It follows the man's sexual journey from eager young whippersnapper to seasoned swordsman and copious copulation. Well, I like the movie poster. I don't think I need the movie either. So yeah, this one here is the one I'll probably be checking out is Detonation Violent Riders. So yeah, that's the one for me, I think. And what did it say about this? Oh, that's not it. Let's see what it say over here. West Side Story done as a bloody, violent, sexploitive. Oh, they're all sex movies. Biker gang film and the Red Chilies verse, the Black Cats and the chick who must heal the divide. Oh, so she's probably gonna get with all the bikers. Oh man, all these filthy adult movies now. I don't think I need any of them. Check those out. But then, yeah, this Arrow video, I'm intrigued because I'm not finding the post on it. Let's see, Arrow. July. Oh, here we go. No. We talked about that. So August. Yeah, I'm not coming up with anything. If you guys have a link to it, I'll pull it up real quick, but I'm not seeing it. I think I saw that Ken did a video. I'm not seeing anything. And everything I'm pulling up for August is showing up for 2024. Yeah, it's not on Twitter. Yeah, email's fine. I'll just try to remember to get to it. More than likely, I'll forget until Monday. Literally. Blue Corner, looking forward to the day where I'm the only one who hasn't won a shirt. No way I can lose that contest. You will be the winner. Naked sex, the only way to do it. Anything else is boring. Very true. Very true. Cue George Takei. Oh my. Yeah, that's like all 88 films was just all sex movies. Check Twitter. Okay. Let's check Twitter. I'll just check Twitter here. Oh, I wasn't able to find it, but let's see. What do we got? Ah. All right, let's see. Oh, it was a little like 1 minute sneak peek clip on Twitter. I see. That's why I was having trouble finding it. It was a little sneak peek thing. All right, let's see. Yep. Okay. Yeah. Maybe pick up Creepshow 2. I don't know. Yeah. Yeah, no, very interesting. I mean, To Live and Die in LA, I got that on HD DVD. I haven't needed to upgrade it. So many of the other ones. But yeah, I mean, Creepshow 2 might be fun because, we really go hard on the horror films during October, and so like it would be nice to maybe get an upgrade like that. And especially if they're going to do like a nicer, bigger box, chunky set, might be fun. Someone wrote the titles in the comments. Well, that's also great. I was just thinking there was like I thought it was like an actual like announcement with like all the specs and all the good stuff. Yeah, because that was back here. Here it is. Yeah. It was Thief, Creepshow 2, To Live and Die in LA, Rawhead Rex, The Sadness, etc. They did a short video. Yeah. Yeah, the I have Rawhead Rex. I have like the Kino Steelbook, and like I could care less about that Steelbook at all. But when I bought it, Kino Lorber was having a sale, and I think the Steelbook was like $5. But like the regular version, it was either sold out or it was more expensive. Like so, that's why I picked it up. And yeah, Rawhead Rex I think is fun, but that's one I don't think I need it on 4K. I think it's perfectly fine for where it is. There was some kind of new scan, I'm pretty sure, on it because it looks pretty sharp. Like it doesn't look like a rough Blu-ray. And it's one of those like old fun movies, but like, yeah, it's like I'm glad they're doing it, but I don't need it. I have a copy. I'm good. They're not all coming out this year. Some will be 2026 titles. Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised about that either. So yeah, I like the sneak peek. That's good. But the one thing I'm just like I said, I'm just waiting for that Ninja Turtle announcement. Hopefully we get it in theaters, and that'll be a day one. And my speculation still is Umbrella is going to be putting it out. Now, very very likely, the studio will, but I mean, who owns the rights to that? 'Cause that was FHE back in the day. New Line had it, and now Nickelodeon owns it. Like it turns into like a whole thing. I don't know, but I do hope Umbrella does it because if they do, and my speculation is because they put out that 3-pack, and then they put out like that Stinkovision version like a couple years ago, but there was no big chunky box. There was no big special set, so I kind of expect this to be coming out in a big special set. And again, I don't need any crazy nonsense like they did with the Terrifier movie where they had like pillows and all that other crazy stuff that they added in with that movie. But a nice big chunky box set like they did with Super Mario Brothers or Masters of the Universe, I'd take that all day long. Let's see. Oh, the Back to the Future cars. So it's from the first one and the third one. So years and years ago, my oldest daughter was super nerdy and into all this stuff. And then she grew up and went to college and decided that she wasn't nerdy anymore. So I had this stuff. So she liked Back to the Future. I had got her the one directly behind me. There is Back to the Future 1, and so I got her that car from Best Buy. It was the Diamond Select one. It lights up. It does the whole thing, and I got her that for Christmas like many years ago. But then they were having a sale, and they had the third one, and so I got because the third one is my absolute favorite movie. I love them all, but I love the third one, and I love the third car because it's kind of hodgepodge together. And so I got that. It's got like dirt on it. It's pretty sharp. And yeah, so those are those. I've had those for years. And then yeah, when my daughter stopped being nerdy, I acquired all her stuff. Somewhere behind me here is I got this Jurassic Park with the dinosaurs, the actual like statues. I don't remember which Jurassic Park it was. Jurassic World. So it's the Jurassic World Blu-ray set, but it has like the dinosaurs in it. I got her that too because it was like Best Buy was having like a Christmas sale back in the day. And then again, I just have that sitting on the floor. I haven't put it up yet. But yeah, those are Diamond Select. I got them from Best Buy probably 8, 9 years ago. The second one came with like a display stand to make it look like it was flying, but they were all sold out of the second one. Planet CHH did an interview with one of the Arrow guys, and there's hints of Texas Chainsaw remake and the sequel prequel coming to 4K 2 from Arrow. Sweet. The remake, like that one that was on Netflix, because I was like, I never saw that one. I never heard good things. But as far as like the Texas Chainsaw Massacre movies go, like I like the second one. I just don't own it. I only have 3 of them. Let's see. What is this? See, I've got the Jessica Biel one. That's not my favorite, but I like it. The one with what's her nuts there? Oh, I forget her name now. Texas, and I got the first one. I've always had the first one, and I've upgraded along the way, so I have it on 4K. But I would like to get it on VHS, but that's just so expensive. Texas Chainsaw movies. Alexander Daddario, the one from 2013. So those are the only ones I own. I like the second one. The one from the Netflix one I never saw. Yeah, so I own the 2003 Jessica Biel, the 2013 Alexander Daddario, and the original from 74. 2 is solid. I would like to get that one. Leatherface is great. I don't think I've seen all of them. So I can't see this one here. 2006. Oh yeah, 2006. This one, the beginning. I don't think I liked it. Texas Chainsaw Massacre, the beginning from 2006. I'd have to rewatch it. It's been a while. I saw that one in theaters. Yeah, so yeah, that new remake. I haven't heard good things, but I'd be willing to give it a shot. And I would love to have like a big box set like they did with all the other horror movies. I know that that's a difficult thing to do, but that I would probably own them all if that was the case. Let's see. Just got my Motu Revelation and Revolution box set. Nice. Years ago, I got the Tron and Tron Legacy Blu-ray set. That was the light disc design. Yeah, I was like, there was something about it. And so, like, I get comments all the time when I talk about certain sets and things I get excited about. And there's like people that get mad. They're like, you're driving up prices because you all you care about is boxes and paper and all that. I'm a collector. I've always been a collector. So the cool stuff that nobody has, it's for me. Like it's obviously not for that guy that's upset that I'm buying it. And so like, yeah, the stuff that lights up and all the fun things, yeah, I've definitely got it. And like I'll have it on display next time. But yeah, it has it was this big box and it said Jurassic World. She was super into the Jurassic Park movies. She loved them all. She's a huge fan of Chris Pratt. And so I got it for her and it had like the 2 dinosaur statues. And it's just kind of a cool thing. And you don't get a lot of that anymore. I mean, clearly, I think that the stores were driving that, like the Target exclusives, the Best Buy exclusives, the Walmart exclusives, and then having these like cool sets. I think they were driving that, but like, yeah, you don't really get anything cool like that anymore. What was it? Years ago, they did like a Texas Chainsaw Massacre. It was like the truck, but I think it was for only like the one movie, like the first one. And that was I thought was kind of expensive, so I never picked it up. But yeah, there's been some really cool stuff. And yeah, as being a collector, that's the stuff I like to get. Let's see. Ha ha ha, not the Netflix movie. Okay. Gotcha. 2003 and 2006. Gotcha. Yeah, the 2006 one is the one I have to revisit. I'll probably revisit that soon. I don't own it. But 2003 is solid, I think. And I love I think out of all of them, I mean, the first one I think is phenomenal because that's the one I had for the longest time. That's the only one I owned, even though I saw some of those other ones in theaters. And then 2013 one, I think somehow I feel like I saw that on the show. It says 2013, but maybe we were on deployment. I must have been underway, not on deployment. We just might have been out to sea. Yeah, because 2013, I remember watching that one on the ship, and that's why I didn't own it originally. And then, yeah, it's the 2006 one is the one I vaguely remember, but the 2013 one with Alexander Daddario is probably one of my favorites. And she did an interview saying that she wanted to be topless in that scene where she was like hanging up and like the thing. She wanted to be topless in the film, but it was the like producers and the people that said no. And so it's just like, you usually don't hear it that way around. You hear it like, is that, oh, they bullied me into taking my clothes off. She wanted to be naked and they wouldn't let her. And they said something like it would ruin the film. I was like, that's what those films are. It's like gratuitous nudity, gratuitous violence. Like that's kind of what those always have been. Um, 2003 is one of the best of the franchise. Yeah. Yeah, it's a good one. It's a good one. But like that's the thing is like the 2003 is the one with Jessica Biel, right? Yeah, Jessica Biel. So that's the thing. Why I don't absolutely love it is it's like a found footage film. Like I mean, parts of it aren't, but parts of it are. Like that's why I don't love it. Because I've never been the found footage guy. But it's good, and I own it, and I rewatch it. When I watch all the ones that I have, I rewatch them together. Kind of like when Lord of the Rings did the sets with the bookends. Oh, brother, I got the bookends, but then I got the. I don't know if you can see it. Yeah, right there. It's dark, but those are the bookends, and then right below it is the actual giant wooden box set with the leather bound books that hold all the movies from The Hobbit to Lord of the Rings. So yeah, those were awesome. That was back in the day. Yeah, I've got the bookends. But the thing is, I just have the bookends and I don't have the movie, but I have those like special edition Lord of the Rings DVDs that were released about that time that look like they're leather bound, but it's just cardboard. I've got those sandwiched in between, and then some of the discs. I've got some like bonus feature discs, some Gollum thing, and that type of stuff wedged in there. But yeah, those were always nice. Let's see. What do you think about Jaws 50th collection? I think we talked about this before. So I'm not the biggest Jaws fan. I like Jaws. I think Jaws is fine. I think Jaws is fine, but like I don't know. It's not my favorite. I prefer Deep Blue Sea over Jaws. But I watch Jaws every summer. I like it. But as far as like this collection goes, let's see Jaws. I don't think I liked the art on it. I think that's what it was. I think it's I think it's fine. I'm glad it looks like painted. Um, I don't know. I think I'm just like for me, I think Jaws is that original movie poster, and it can really be nothing else ever. Um, that's the real thing. I don't necessarily hate it. I don't know. I guess maybe I do hate it. I think that's the thing. I guess I'm looking at this looks like a hodgepodge. So it's definitely there's an homage to the original painted movie posters, but this is not an original painted movie poster. And I go back to this all the time, and I can even go to these Harryhausen posters too. So I was like, one the Drew Struzan stuff never really seems like a hodgepodge where everything's just kind of slammed in there. Like even when there's multiple characters, it still seems like it fits. Like everything seems to fit. Those just seem to fit in the space that was allotted. Where you take like something like this, where all the faces are in the pants. Let's see, let's see that. So like something like that. It's unique and it's different and it fits it. Like I don't know. For some reason, I always go back to this type of stuff where this has a lot going on for the movie Sahara, and you have a lot of faces, a lot of people in the image. It doesn't feel like a hodgepodge, I don't think. Where that literally just does. It feels like we got to get all these characters on this part, and then that's it. And then we can go to these Harryhausen movie posters, and these are movie posters from around the world for the same movies. And so I've always had this. But when you go back to these old painted movies posters, they never ever felt like a hodgepodge. Like that's one of my favorites. But the whole idea with this book shows that all around the world, they took the Harryhausen films, and every artist said, here's the premise of the movie. We need a movie poster for it. And each one is just different. And it's just crazy how different it is. And so that's why I absolutely love it. But again, like you go back to this, so that's supposed to be an homage to this stuff. I think they missed the mark. And that's where I feel about it. And so I think that's why I don't like it. But as far as like Jaws goes and the 50th anniversary, I think they should have did a big chunky box set. The studios have been doing that type of stuff recently, so it's not uncommon. And for something like Jaws, having like a big chunky box set would have been top notch. Like I know this is what is this, Universal, right? Yeah, Universal. I don't know if Universal has done any of them, but like we've had Constantine in a big chunky box set from the studio. We've had Nightmare on Elm Street from a studio. There's stuff coming up, I know, that has big chunky box sets. So I just think that they should have done a better presentation, because on some of the older anniversary Jaws stuff, they've released some really cool things. Yeah, that's just really my thing about it. How's that? Yeah, so like this was a Target exclusive. Let's see, what's this? That's just yellow. But yeah, this was a Target exclusive, and it was like a VHS style box, and that was released years ago. Like that was just a way cooler edition than what I think you're getting now. Even if they did different art, like I'm not saying that they can't. I'm not a fan. That's it. And then I think that's probably about it. I think we'll just wrap it up, and then congratulations to all the winners. Message me somehow, and like I said, I'm busy. I'll probably forget, but I will get to you, and I will definitely probably Monday at the latest, or today, depending how it goes. But with that, remember to watch a movie today, and I'll catch you guys next time.
As far back as I can remember, I always wanted to be a gangster.
Oh, don't give me a cat. That's fine.